Welcome to Star Watch Now, your front row seat to all the hottest gossip, drama, and breaking news from the world of entertainment. If it's trending, shocking, or star-studded, we're covering it. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss what's coming next.
What if the cold and distant face of one of China's biggest stars was not arrogance, but the armor of a fragile soul? Today, we uncover Huang Xuan's revelation about Wang Yibo, and why this truth is more than just gossip. It is a wake-up call for the entire entertainment industry. Stay with us, because what you are about to hear might change the way you see your idols forever. A new perspective for the audience. And here lies the true question for us as viewers. Do we demand smiles, or do we value sincerity? Do we prefer polished personas, or do we respect raw talent? Perhaps what makes Wang Yibo so polarizing is also what makes him unforgettable. His distance forces us to see beyond the surface, to recognize that even stars are human, carrying loneliness, strength, and an unspoken depth that many of us can relate to. So the next time you see Wang Yibo's cold face, remember Huang Xuan's words: it is not rejection, it is survival. It is not arrogance, it is authenticity. And maybe that is the lesson the entire industry and we as audiences need to remember. Thank you for watching. If this story gave you a new perspective, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell. We'll continue to bring you powerful stories from the world of film and music. Until next time, stay inspired, stay curious, and see you in the next video. The entertainment industry, with all its glitter and allure, often masks a harsh reality. Talent is too frequently measured by charm, social grace, and networking prowess, rather than by skill, dedication, or the depth of artistic expression. Wang Yibo's journey stands as both an example and a cautionary tale for the industry. His career demonstrates that success is not always defined by smiles at promotional events, polite conversation, or the ability to curry favor. Instead, true value lies in dedication to one's craft, the ability to immerse oneself fully in a role, and the quiet discipline that often goes unnoticed behind the cameras. Huang Xuan's insights into Yibo's approach revealed a stark contrast between performative sociability and authentic professionalism. While many actors expend energy building networks, attending events, and crafting a likable public image, Wang Yibo invests in the subtler, less visible aspects of his work: preparation, focus, and the pursuit of artistic excellence. This divergence highlights a critical question for the industry: should social adeptness overshadow talent? By pointing out the misconceptions surrounding Yibo's aloof demeanor, Huang Xuan challenges the prevailing narrative and forces a reconsideration of what constitutes merit in the world of film and television. The warning embedded in their story is not just for actors, but for the entire entertainment ecosystem: directors, producers, casting agents, and audiences alike. It is a call to recognize that obsession with charm and image can erode the core of the profession, leaving behind a culture that values spectacle over substance. Yibo and Huang Xuan exemplify a different path, one that prioritizes skill, integrity, and the meaningful development of character both on and off screen. Their example urges the industry to cultivate spaces where depth is respected and where artists are judged by their craft rather than by the superficial metrics of popularity or social engagement. Ultimately, the message resonates far beyond individual careers. It reminds all stakeholders that nurturing genuine talent requires patience, discernment, and a willingness to look past appearances. In a landscape crowded with fleeting fame and transient trends, Yibo's steadfast approach and Huang Xuan's advocacy illuminate a more sustainable, meaningful vision for entertainment. A vision in which true artistry thrives and audiences are offered performances that move, inspire, and endure. The caution is clear. In valuing image over substance, the industry risks losing the very essence of storytelling itself, and it is up to both creators and consumers to uphold the standards that allow artistry to flourish. Behind the carefully maintained public persona lies a profound sense of solitude that few truly understand. Wang Yibo's life has been shaped by circumstances that demanded independence from an early age. Leaving home to pursue his career, navigating the pressures of the entertainment industry, and enduring the isolating nature of rigorous training have all contributed to a life where companionship is scarce and meaningful connection is rare. Yet this loneliness is not merely a byproduct of circumstance. It is a companion he has learned to live with, a quiet presence that shapes his perspective and informs his choices. It is this shared sense of solitude that allows a deeper understanding between Yibo and those who have experienced similar paths. Actors like Huang Xuan, who have navigated personal hardships and professional setbacks, recognize the subtle currents of loneliness that flow beneath the surface. This empathy creates a bond beyond words, a mutual recognition of the sacrifices required to pursue excellence in an industry that often prioritizes appearance over substance. Their understanding transcends the superficiality of social expectations, forming a connection rooted in authenticity and shared experience rather than fleeting popularity. Loneliness, in Yibo's case, has become a source of resilience. It teaches patience, focus, and self-reliance. The silence he maintains is not emptiness. It is reflection, discipline, and the space to cultivate his inner world. While many may perceive his distance as unapproachability or arrogance, it is, in truth, a shield that allows him to preserve his mental and emotional energy in an environment filled with constant scrutiny. This solitude does not isolate him from human connection entirely. Rather, it refines his interactions, making them intentional, meaningful, and anchored in genuine rapport. Moreover, this shared experience of loneliness resonates with audiences who themselves understand isolation, struggle, or the quiet pressures of personal ambition. Seeing someone navigate fame with such grounded self-awareness offers both solace and inspiration. It is a reminder that strength often lies in the unseen, that character is forged not in moments of spectacle, but in private trials, and that authentic connections emerge not from quantity, but from depth. Wang Yibo's silent solitude and the empathy it fosters illuminate a universal truth. Even in solitude, one can find understanding, resilience, and the courage to remain authentic in a world eager to demand performance at every turn. In the world of entertainment, perception often outweighs reality, and for Wang Yibo, this truth has been particularly stark. Widely labeled as cold and distant, he is frequently misunderstood, as if his reserved demeanor were a reflection of arrogance rather than a carefully cultivated shield. For many, his quiet presence at events, his unassuming reactions during interviews, and the lack of forced smiles on red carpets have been misread as signs of disdain. Yet beneath this seemingly aloof exterior lies a deliberate choice, a form of self-protection honed through years of navigating an intensely scrutinized industry. From a young age, Yibo faced the pressures of rigorous training and relentless public attention. His experiences shaped him into someone who values authenticity and precision over superficial social performance. Each measured interaction, each guarded expression, reveals a person who understands the cost of emotional exposure in a world obsessed with appearances. While others may strive to win favor through charm or flattery, Yibo channels his energy into honing his craft, believing that true recognition comes not from temporary applause, but from enduring respect earned through talent and dedication. This misunderstood image, however, has profound consequences. The public and media alike tend to judge actors by their social engagement rather than their artistry, leaving those like Yibo vulnerable to misinterpretation. Comments labeling him as hard to approach or socially awkward ignore the complexity of his choices and the depth of his focus. What many see as indifference is, in fact, careful discernment, an awareness that not every interaction is necessary or meaningful, and that maintaining personal boundaries is crucial in an industry often defined by pretense. Yet, within this apparent distance, there is a quiet power. Yibo's restraint commands attention not through theatrics, but through substance. It challenges conventional notions of charisma, reminding audiences that genuine talent does not need to conform to expectations of constant visibility or performative warmth. By choosing presence over performance, he creates a space where his work speaks louder than his expressions. The misunderstood image that surrounds him is not a flaw, but a testament to his unwavering commitment to authenticity, offering a compelling lesson for both his peers and admirers. True respect is earned through integrity, skill, and the courage to remain oneself, even when misunderstood.